I'm Ryan Rabel. I'm the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Texas. Thank you for coming. This week, 9 individuals, including well-known musical artists, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. These individuals who are charged and arrested include Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Sr., Rodney Wright Jr., also known as Big30, Kadarius Waters, Demarion Gibson, DeMarcus Glover, Corday Johnson, Darian McDaniel, and Terrence Rogers has not been arrested yet, but will be soon. The complaint alleges that on January 10th of this year, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a scheduled business meeting. Lontrell Williams Jr. arranged this meeting purportedly to discuss the terms of his recording contract with one of the victims. As alleged, once these 3 men were inside the recording studio, Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators, several of whom traveled from Memphis, Tennessee, executed a coordinated armed takeover. As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other.
Hey, know I'm talking about. We back, Ratchet Gang. We back with another one. We back with another banger. Let's get the likes up. Look, you might have forgot. Hell, they might have forgot. But you already know it's the king. Too loyal, know I'm talking about. Ratchet TV. Hey, y'all already know, man. Y'all already know. Get the likes up if you in the building. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Tap that notification bell so you can get the drop whenever I drop. So boom. Man. We got to talk, Ratchet Gang. We got to chop it up. Look, right about now, we got to chop it up about Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane, because there's been a lot of rumors and speculation going on in this situation. But I got the real drop. You know, it happened out here in Dallas. Let me talk to y'all about this. Allegedly, and everything I say is alleged, and it's all under the Fair Use Act. And you can see the fair use disclaimer in the description of this video and in the description of all my videos. This is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. This is just to educate my people on what we've been covering over here. Like I said, it's all under the Fair Use Act, and you can see the fair use disclaimer in the description of this video. And everything I say is alleged. Allegedly, y'all. All right. So I ain't even gonna lie. This one right here might be one of the craziest things I've seen all year, bruh. Because they've been saying that this was just a rumor, but now the DOJ is being mentioned in this situation. And somehow Gucci Mane just got tied into a federal kidnapping case in Dallas. Yeah, you heard that right. Gucci Mane just got tied to a federal kidnapping case in Dallas. Now hold on. Before y'all jump to conclusions, this is not what the internet been saying. I'm going to repeat that. This is not what the internet been saying. This ain't just Pooh Shiesty robbed Gucci Mane. Nah. This looks like it's something way bigger. A Dallas news station just dropped a report saying Gucci Mane was allegedly robbed and kidnapped in Dallas. And names like Pooh Shiesty and Big30 are being mentioned. And here's the part that kind of, changes everything. They saying this is coming from the U.S. Department of Justice. Okay, the U.S. Department of Justice. Now, let me slow this down, because this is where people get a little twisted sometimes. This ain't no random street story. If the DOJ is involved, that means this is a federal case. That also means indictments are coming, charges are coming down, and multiple people are involved. This ain't no one-on-one situation. So what it looks like is this might be tied to a larger case involving multiple people, multiple victims at a Dallas studio. So Gucci Mane, he may not even be the main target. He could be one of several victims tied into something bigger. And here's the scary part. If this is like some real official federal paperwork, then what we're hearing right now, this is just the beginning. Because once those documents hit, we about to see who was all there at that studio, what really went down inside that studio, who told and who didn't. So guess what, y'all? I need y'all to pay attention to this one because I'm telling you right now, this story right here about to get real mother effing ugly. And when that paperwork drop, oh, you know Big Ratchet getting his hands on it. Oh, it's Dallas paperwork too. Oh, you know I'm getting my hands on every bit of it. So yeah, it's about to go down real soon. So the DOJ, just let that sink in. DOJ is involved in this. That means this is a way, way bigger case. Now, this is where it gets real interesting because when I hear DOJ, I don't just hear a story. I hear a case that's already been building behind the scenes. And that means that this just didn't happen yesterday. They're saying multiple people were involved, like 8 or 9 suspects. So let me ask you this. When have you ever seen 8 or 9 people just randomly do something like this? That ain't random. That's coordinated. That's planned. That's something that was already in motion. And notice where it allegedly happened. A music studio in Dallas. That's not a street robbery. That's a controlled environment. Meaning people knew where to go. People knew who would be there. And people knew what time those same people would be there. You get what I'm saying? Okay, that sounds like a setup to you or nah? Because that sounds like setup work to me. So here's the big question in this. Why would the federal government even be involved in something like this? Because let's be real, the feds don't pick up regular cases. Nah, the feds, you know what kind of cases the feds pick up in. So once the feds step in, it usually means weapons was involved, it crossed state lines, organized group activity, or something that connects to a bigger investigation. So if the feds in it, you know they've been looking for this shit. Now let me ask y'all about this. What if this situation didn't just happen? What if this was something that's been sitting, building, and now it's finally being exposed? And when you start hearing multiple names getting tied in, that usually means one thing. Somebody talking, or paperwork already moved behind closed doors, or it's moving behind closed doors, because cases like this just don't appear out of nowhere. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. The fact that this is just now hitting the media tells me we probably late to the story. Because once those federal documents drop, it's going to answer every question like who was actually inside that studio, what really went down that night, and who ended up cooperating. And that last one right there, that's the one that's going to get the messiest. You thought it was messy. Oh, it's about to get messy. Because if this is a federal case, somebody already told something, or they wouldn't even have names like they did in this conversation. But here's what I'm not going to do. I'm not about to jump out the window and say everything is confirmed because I still need to see that paperwork, bruh. I got to see the paperwork. We got to see that work. And when I find it, I'm going to break it down line by line. No guessing, no rumors, just straight facts. But right now, I'm going to say it like this. If even half of this is true, this might be way bigger than people think. So y'all tell me what y'all think about that. It looks like this is a large scale case involving a lot of people. 8 or 9 suspects. I heard 8 or 9 arrests already damn near been made. Everybody connecting the dots, but this ain't something that just went down. It looks like y'all been doing this. It looks like it just ended up being in Dallas that night, and that was just the straw that broke the camel's back. So I'm gonna tell y'all like this. That paperwork is about to drop. Out here in Dallas, once they come like this, the paperwork is on the way, and the paperwork has already been in motion. So it does seem like some work is being moved behind the scenes. That's the vibe I'm starting to get. There's a lot of work being moved behind the scenes because somebody snitched. Somebody told. And I'm not going to jump the gun and say it was or wasn't who we probably all looking at like, I don't know. But the name that got dropped is looking like you connected to something bigger too. So what the fuck really went down that night? Something went down in that studio in Dallas and the paperwork is on the way. So I'm going to ask y'all to put y'all thinking caps on. What do y'all think went down in that studio in Dallas? Y'all think that paperwork finna come? Y'all think it's going to be federal? I'm telling you it is. I know this. I'm never wrong about these cases. And trust me and believe me, the paperwork is coming. It exists and somebody told. I think a few people told, but I definitely know there is a snitch out of that bunch. Somebody in the studio that night told, and I think the studio people worked with them that night to set the whole play up. I know how Dallas get down. Dallas is full of plays, bruh. Look at the Mo3 case. We ain't even gonna get in that. We ain't gonna even get into that. We've been on that case for so long, and we seen all the plays that they run in Dallas. So I'm gonna put it to y'all like this. Y'all better be careful when y'all moving out here in Dallas, Texas, man. It's wicked. This is on the pipeline. Remember that. This is a part of the pipeline. I told y'all there's a pipeline of information and there's a pipeline of things going on out there from Dallas to Houston to Memphis to Chicago. It's a pipeline. I'm not going to get back into this story. We'll get back into the pipeline on a later date. I'm just saying, look, there's a pipeline of information going on. Y'all should be well, and I mean well aware of what's going on out here. So look, get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this. This your boy Big Ratchet. That's Ratchet Gang. And this is Ratchet TV. I think I might have to go live on this. I think this might be a pop out live we might have to do. Salute to the gang. Hey, I love y'all more than y'all would ever know. Get in that comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this Pooh Shiesty situation. It's about to get ugly. I'm gone.